Is the MCU universe designation Earth-616 or Earth-199999? Because both have been stated at various times in various sources. Well, what if I told you there's a way they can both be right?
Both is good.
Because I am. That's exactly what I'm going to tell you. And how. Hi, I'm Phil, welcome to my channel where I like to talk about all the geeky pop culture that I like to consume, things like Doctor Who, things like Red Dwarf, things like the MCU, and today we're talking about universe designations, and specifically the MCU's universe designation, of which there is some controversy. But before we look at the solution, let's look at the history of both these designations. Where does each number come from? Let's start with Earth-199999. That is really a mouthful, isn't it? Yeah. I'm gonna have to say that a lot in this video, aren't I? It was first mentioned as the MCU's designation back when the MCU only had one film. In 2008, back when Marvel Studios reported to Marvel Entertainment and its head Ike Perlmutter, the publication The Official Handbook of the Marvel Universe A to Z listed a bunch of known universes in the multiverse and what they contained. And it lists Earth-199999 as being the universe in which the Iron Man film takes place. This stuck, and was even used fairly recently in the Sony-produced animated movie Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, where the character Miguel O'Hara alludes to the events of Spider-Man Far From Home, which takes place in the MCU, and saying that that was Earth-199999. Also in that movie, by the way, we see a live-action Donald Glover as the Prowler, the villain alter ego of the same character the actor played in Spider-Man Homecoming, another MCU film. Then we have Earth-616, the number that has been long held to be the designation of the main comic book-based universe. It was first used in issue 7 of The Daredevils in July 1983 and has stuck for over 40 years since. Marvel took a very different approach to DC in their numbering. DC numbered their main comic book universe Earth-1, clearly trying to indicate with its number that it was the main universe, the most important universe. And even at some points, claiming there are only 52 universes in existence. Marvel's approach seems a little bit more realistic. I mean, what are the chances that the universes that we are following in the comics just happen to be Earth-1? Also, in Marvel, there's no limit on the amount of universes out there, so the number gets quite high, at least 199,999 high, but probably higher. The number 616 was first heard in relation to the MCU in Spider-Man Far From Home, when Mysterio pretends he's from another universe, which he calls Earth-833, but he tells Peter that their universe is Earth-616.
I'm sorry, you're saying there's a multiverse?
Of course, at that point, he was lying. He wasn't from another universe at all, and was just making it up to con Peter into giving him Tony Stark's tech, so we can kind of easily dismiss what he said here. But then, in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Strange arrives in a universe where the love of his life in his universe, Dr. Christine Palmer, is a scientist who studies the multiverse, and she tells Strange that he is from Universe 616. So, did Mysterio have some inside information there, or did he just make a really lucky guess? This designation of the MCU universe has been further emphasized in the book The Marvel Cinematic Universe, The Official Timeline, where it is once again named as Universe 616. So, we've got a situation where the MCU has gone by two universe designations, and one of those designations is already in use for the main comics continuity. But it can all be reconciled if we just change how we think about universe designations. Let me explain. Currently, everyone seems to talk about the universe designations as if they're some kind of universal truth. You could just scientifically examine a universe and determine its number. But what if it's just an arbitrary number attribution both in universe as well as out of it? Think about this. When a universe first discovers the multiverse, one of two things are going to happen. They will have contact with a universe that has already discovered the multiverse, or one that hasn't. If the universe they encounter first has knowledge of the multiverse, that universe may have numbered them already.
Our universe is 838, and we've designated yours 616.
And the universe that is newly venturing into the multiverse may adopt that numbering system. But if they don't encounter a universe that has a numbering system early on in traversing the multiverse, then they may come up with their own, possibly different, numbering system. Possibly, maybe even with them being Earth-1 out of arrogance, or maybe some other number based on some other reason they determine. And then, when another universe that doesn't have a numbering system meets them, that numbering system may spread to this new universe. And so, different competing numbering systems can spread through the multiverse. So, now that Doctor Strange has encountered a universe that has dubbed his own 616, it's likely that the MCU itself might consider itself Earth-616 if he takes that information back with him. But that doesn't preclude another universe also considering itself Earth-616, like the comics universe, if they had encountered a different numbering system early on in their travels of the multiverse. What do you think of this solution? Is it one that could please everyone, or does it have some flaws? Do you have your own in-universe explanation for these designations and the inconsistency? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're after more MCU content, then check out this video where I talk about the fantastic forecasting and about them reusing an actor who was already in the MCU.